Hello, welcome. I'm going to review the new movie Kingsman, The Golden Circle. But before, if you haven't watched The Secret Service, go watch it right now and obviously afterwards watch The Golden Circle. I will give you 10 seconds to watch it. Kingsman, The Golden Circle has everything fans of the first film could have possibly wanted and more. Action, humor, and special effects are all in abundance, and visually it's very impressive. The plot is decent, especially for a sequel, but it never quite reaches the same level as the first film. The British American theme works well too, though, and there are some very funny cultural jokes and references, which I will talk later. As someone who loved the first Kingsman, I am pleased that the sequel didn't disappoint me. It remains true to everything that made the first film such a success, including taking some big risks and thinking out of the box, like the coming to life of what's his name? Charlie. Charlie. Well, I don't know. I don't remember. Oh shoot. Well, the end result is an imperfect and at times messy film, but a rewarding and highly entertaining one nonetheless. Nonetheless, the Circle is much better than expected, but just not quite on the same level as the first film. There is a long cameo. If you have already watched it, you know who it is. It's Sir Elton John. Dropping the F bomb was so funny. The acting was pretty good, except from someone I was expecting a little bit more. That was Julian Moore. Moore. Kingsman, the Secret Service director Matthew Booth has once again tailored a film that's an outlandish mix of over-the-top action, suburban social commentary, and oddly sweet character dynamics. As absurd, ultra-violent, and darkly humorous as it can get, The Golden Circle remembers that its heart and humor comes from remaining emotionally invested and its enduring protagonist. The Golden Circle Frehley's lays waste too much of what was so precisely established in the first film, as the Kingsman organization comes under attack from a mysterious drug cartel. After X's still relatively new world is violently turned upside down, he along with his tech guru Merlin must seek aid from the Kingsman American counterparts, the Statesman. Along the way, Xe is shocked to discover that his Kingsman mentor Harry Hart, that is interpreted. Oh, it was Harry who was resurrected. No, Harry Hart, interpreted by Colin Firth, is in fact still alive, albeit not quite his old self. As the action film Kingsman The Golden Circle does not disappoint, from its opening gonzo's car chase through London to its Bond style and a little bit of Harry Potter 3, with all the well in the part of the bus, Alpine fight scene to its delirious final sound on the villains. The hyperbolic action sequences are as breathless, acrobatic, and in your face as the original. But as with the first film, the action is in service of a darkly funny, socially conscious story about a young man while coming of age journey. Rather than rehashing the arc of the first film, the sequel wisely has exit phase but learning new lessons, instead as he struggles to balance his duty as kinsman with his relationship with his beloved Princess Teal, performed by Hannah Alstrom. The first film was marked by its criticism of the British class system. In the Golden Circle, the balance scheme serves as a means to illustrate how drug use is the great class equalization, something that affects people of all walks of life, even innocent people, like they said in the movie. To explain further will be too much of a spoiler, but suffice it to say this film vilifies those who would demonize drugs users, even as it also accurately states that people shouldn't do drugs. The sequel follows the first film, tongue-in-cheek exploration of Britishness with a rowdy, rousing take on America that generates plenty laughs and culture clash gags. From the Wild West style weaponry to their Vermont distillery headquarters, the statements prove an amusing exaggeration of the frontier justice warrior image America often projects to the world. The Statesman a less refined, but notably more diverse, group than the Kingsman, marked by their own cowboy, swagger, and rough and tumble methods. A key piece of music, a bigger rendition of Johnny Denver's Country Roads, is amply symbolic of the sequel, clever fusion of British and American cultures. The Golden Circle satirical take on America extends onto its brilliant puppy, Julie Moore, whose cheeky 50s TV mom demeanor barely masks her ruthlessness as the world's most secretive, powerful drug cartel leader. Poppy lives among the ruins in a faraway jungle which she transformed into Poppyland. Poop. She grew up deep in 50s nostalgia. So the structures within Poppyland reflect the America of the 800 Elvis era. Poppy is only optimist, subversively needles America's solid, can-do spirit and relentless capitalist drive by framing it with her vast criminal enterprise. More by far gives the most colorful performance in the film, but still on every scene she's in. But I still was expecting a lot more of her. Like she's a great actress, just as Colin Firth. Egerton, meanwhile, continued to prove himself as a winning Sam principal. Colin Firth shines in this more voluminous portrait of Harry, and Mark Strong scores some very memorable moments as Merlin. As for the statesman, Channing Tatum isn't in the movie too much as Agent Tequila, but he's great fun whenever he does show up. Pedro Pascal is the real standout amongst the statesmen, as them whip-wielding Agent Whiskey, while Hillary is sweet, albeit a bit undisturbed as ginger ale. The American answer to Merlin, Jeff Bridges, turned as statesman chief Champagne, is a bit of disappointment as it's mostly an extended cameo where he parodies his own gruff cowboy persona from his past films. Finally, it should be noted that Kingsman films are nothing if not self-aware, and the Golden Circle appears to want to atone for the ending of the Secret Service, which was widely criticized as being needlessly poor and puerile and sexist in making title the literary butt of a crude joke. The sequel has a similarly sexual but comedic scene involving a different female character that, rather than treating this particular woman so flippantly, instead results in consequences that must be dealt with. It was a smart call. The verdict will be Kingsman: The Golden Circle is a clearly cartoonish and crazy as its predecessor, but it also commendably unafraid to demolish what had come before and its in service of the story. The new dynamic between Exy and his team is great, and the statements prove amusing counterparts to the gentleman spies from across the pond. Now I'm going to talk about the references. Oh wait a minute, just turning the light because it was so dark. There was reference of American Graffiti. Graffiti is a movie of 1973. Poppy mentions American Graffiti as an inspiration for her 50s dance bass. There's also reference of Happy Days too, about Poppy mentions Happy Days as an inspiration for her 50s dance bass. And then there's Grease. Poppy mentions Grease as an inspiration for her 50s dance bass. There's also reference of Halloween 3, Season of the Witch in 1982, a movie. Both Cochrane and Poppy prefer using robots rather than humans because they're loyal and obedient. There's also Purple Rain, I think. There's a song that Let's Go Crazy is played during a scene. The cover to the film's soundtrack album can be seen. The reference of One Piece, that's an anime I think, so they're talking about anime. Bombs are disguised as baseballs and are hit with a bat to hit and explode his victim, like how Mr. 4 attacks from this anime and manga. There's also reference of Transformers Age of Extinction with the robot hounds. Well, yeah, this was a great movie. The Kingsman series is one of my favorite movies. I will later do a video of talking about my top 5 movies maybe. And yeah, so this has been the video and well, I'm going to be publish, I don't know what to say. Videos daily. I will try to do that. And well, things that will come later will be all Easter eggs and review of the 10 episodes of Rick and Morty season 3. And there will be review of all Breaking Bad. Well, just one video for the 5 seasons. I will do a review of my Funko Pops. And I will do, what else was in my, review of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Oh, Game of Thrones season 8, but that will be just one video. Okay, that's all for today, and thank you. We'll see you next time.